back, guys. Welcome back to the Drama Experience. We're back with another video. So this video is just going to be a Q&A about Zanzibar, some questions that I have. So let's start with the first question.
Why Zanzibar? So for those of you who don't know, I surprised Dembo. This is my husband. This is my husband, Dembo. Call him Demdo. Yeah. But anyway, I surprised him with a 30th birthday trip to Zanzibar.
Yep.
And the reason why I decided to go to Zanzibar is because we have a very long list of places to travel. We always have this goal of going to every continent together. We still have 2 continents untouched, which is South America and Australia. But I wanted to do something different, right? We always wanted to go to Seychelles, and I feel like every time we decide to go, something just happens. So, but I wanted to surprise him, and I knew that if I picked Seychelles, he would know.
Yes.
He would know because he knows we're dying to go to Seychelles.
I think I said Seychelles too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So, but I wanted to go somewhere a little different, right? Because Seychelles is really beautiful, it's really luxe. Yep. And I feel like we always do like straight luxe. I wanted balance. I wanted someplace that had like a lot of culture and that was like more on the traditional side and not like so Americanized, right? I wanted it to be a little bit Americanized, like touristy, but I wanted some balance, and I found that in Zanzibar.
So next question is expenses. Everybody want to know how much it costs to get to Zanzibar, and there's expenses also when you get there too. You know what I mean? So take it away, Tay.
So Zanzibar, I wouldn't say, well, actually in Zanzibar is cheap. Mm-hmm. But I would overall rate the trip moderate because it could get expensive. Ooh. Even though it is in an African country and their shilling to the US dollar is very low, and our dollar is very strong there. Yep. They know that people travel. There are a lot of European travelers, and will come euros, come money, right? So you really have, like, if you want to go to Zanzibar, you really have to book it. I would say no less than 6 weeks in advance. I will tell you that the week that I was going to book the trip, you know, we had a lot going on.
Oh man.
I decided I didn't even book it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to it. The next week, the trip was already $2,000 more than it was the last week. And then I was like, all right, I'll wait.
Somebody got money.
Stop it. And then the next day, I wait the next day, hotels are being sold out. So it's not even like if you wait, you will get it cheaper. No, you will not sleep where you won't sleep, right? So definitely book early. Hotels could be a little bit more on the expensive end, depending on where you stay. And flights, depending on where you fly from, are going to be expensive because you're traveling halfway across the world. We live in the United States, specifically New York. It's a 26-hour commute, and we flew on Qatar Airways. It was. Oh,
Qatar was good. Yes, I recommend Qatar.
Qatar was.
You know what I mean? And if
great.
you could afford business class, then you should go on there. It's very beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful and it's also very comfortable.
Yes,
but it's very expensive. So just to give you an idea, our flights were about $3,500 or so. And when I was booking, if I would have booked business class that day, it would have been $17,000, right? Yes. So that is a lot of times more than 5 times than what the price was. So that $3,500 ticket was for extra leg room, right? So there was a tall guy. I cannot put this man in a regular economy seat for 26 hours. His knees, just forget it, right? Last but not least, in Zanzibar itself is not expensive. So I had some activities pre-booked. The activities that I had pre-booked was our Stone Town tour when we went to Prison Island. I had the Blue Safari tour and cabs, like taxi rides around to get back and forth, all that stuff. And it was $330 for both of us for about 3 excursions and 2 taxi rides.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And they fed us. $330.
And the food was delicious.
The food was delicious. You know we rave about the food. So $330 $330 on excursions is not a lot of money, man. In some places, they will try to charge you that for a jet ski, depending where you are. So, did I spend $300 out there? Absolutely not.
No.
It was close to $2,000.
$2,000.
But I will say, we did everything that we wanted to do.
Yep.
We didn't cut no corners. Of course, I know when someone's about to overcharge me for something, so I'm very swift on that. Long story short, we spent $2,000 and I paid for everything, and it was me and him, and that is not a lot of money for almost a 7-day vacation.
Feels good not to spend no money. Shout out to the lady mama. No, I'm sorry. Shout out to my wife.
Who doesn't like to get flued out? But that's it for expenses.
Yeah.
So we have some questions from our followers on Instagram. So if you're not following us on Instagram, please do.
Well, follow her.
Follow.
But it's like my page too.
It's our page. No, let me stop. And Raya has a page too. But it's S Siraj, and Raya's page is It's Raya Fatima. So follow us on Instagram, because I was asking our followers what they wanted to know. And one person asked, what was the language spoken? So
I was asking the same thing, and I don't know what I said. I said something.
This guy asks bizarre questions. He asked me in the airport, say, what language do they speak? I said, babe, they speak Swahili. He said, what that sound like?
Oh my God, like she's supposed to know what Swahili sound like.
I'm sorry, I only speak one language. I can only give you English.
They speak Swahili.
They do speak Swahili. So that's why the song Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
That's a Swahili song.
That's a Swahili song.
Yes.
Yeah.
It means no worries.
Yo, no, don't say it, don't say it.
Out of all of your trips, what do you rate this one?
Oh wow, that's a good one.
That is like...
This is somebody that knows that we travel a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
We travel, there's so many, I hate rating trips because every trip sits differently in my heart. Like...
In your heart?
Yeah, well... Well, yeah, every trip sits differently.
What do you...
I loved my Jamaica trip.
Which
for
one?
my birthday last year. Look, which one? That's crazy. Last year, I loved that one. Yeah, we also flew to Bali on our honeymoon, and Bali was beautiful. So that's at the top of our list too.
It's up there. It's definitely. I would say it's definitely top 5.
Yes.
It's not 1 though.
What would you say?
No,
it don't matter. That could be another topic.
I don't know what's number 1. It's not number 1, but I would say for me, you have your own opinion. I would say it's up there because our top trips for me is Jamaica for your birthday. I would say it's Bali for our honeymoon. I would say it's Turks for our anniversary trip.
Ooh,
Turks was good. I would put Zanzibar in there.
Zanzibar is there definitely.
Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank, but maybe I throw in Dubai or something.
Oh, Dubai was actually good. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago though.
But it was actually good. I want to go back to Dubai.
We go back to Dubai, but I'm throwing in Dubai because I can't remember where else I went. But I went so many places at this point. My mind is like.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the trip, and would you go back?
Yes, I would definitely go back to Zanzibar.
I would go back to Zanzibar. I'm sorry,
Yes.
I just got these braids and I don't know what to do with myself. I would definitely go back to Zanzibar too, but no time soon.
Yeah, because it's so far.
It's too
oh
far.
my God. But
Too far.
it was good though. But I don't know.
Favorite part?
Favorite part or favorite thing?
Favorite part of the trip was the food.
I was about to say the food. Ooh.
Bro.
I did not eat nothing bad at all. Like everything was good. There was a lot of seafood, but everything was good. Like the calamari. They had a fish called chango that was good.
It's Chungu.
Chango.
Yeah.
Chango. that was good. Whatever it's called, it was good. You can look it up. Yeah, like all the seafood was good. They lobster, they shrimp.
Everything.
Everything
the
was
head
good.
is gonna be on, so they're gonna be like looking at you.
Everything was good. Oh my God, a mango was so good. Fruits were so good. The mango was the
food
best.
is so good. So
yeah.
I think the best parts about Zanzibar is the food, the scenery, and honestly, it's just this feeling of being at home. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
It's crazy. I can't say the most beautiful African scene I've seen. Well, yeah, that I've seen. But
So far.
So far. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was beautiful. It was like I felt like I was in like Turks or something. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't feel like I was at Turks. I felt like I was in Africa.
I feel like I was in Africa, but it still, well, when we was in Malia, it still felt like very
exotic.
Yeah, very exotic.
Very exotic, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's also because like all African countries look different. So some countries' water may not be as clear or as blue as the other, depending on where they're located, because it's all geography at the end of the day. But overall, food slamming. So our next question: what was your favorite place to go while there as a couple? I'll go first since I'm already talking. I would say my favorite couples thing to do was Cheetah Rocks.
Oh yeah, Cheetah Rocks was dope. That's where, if you haven't seen the video, go watch it. That's where we pet the tiger, we petted a cheetah. We also seen a lioness.
Yes, lion and a lioness.
Lion and a lioness.
They were married. He has multiple wives, but that was one of them.
Yeah, what else? We seen Cheetah Rocks was dope though.
Yes.
Yeah, the best part was the cheetah for me. The best part, the cheetah loved me.
The cheetah loved him. He was petting the cheetah and she was purring. I was like, my man, not your man, my man. Okay. But I think that overall, the reason why I love that so much is because Dembo wasn't a big fan of animals for a long time.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
He doesn't even like dogs, and I love dogs. Like, he does not like
I
animals.
opened up to a lot of things now, you know what I mean?
But he
Shout out
like,
to her.
Yes.
But yeah, I opened up to a lot of things. But yeah, like I loved them. And I think they loved me too.
They loved him. They loved him so much. And the Bush babies.
Oh, the Bush babies did not want to leave me.
They did not want to leave his lap.
Yeah, it was so weird.
So I thought that was really fun because I kind of scale back a little bit on the animal things, because in Zanzibar you can go to Tanzania and go to a safari, but we took Ryan to a farm in October, and his giraffe licked him in the butt. It wasn't the best experience. So I was like, he's probably too through with these bigger animals. Let's just go somewhere closer. So we went to Cheetah Rocks, which is a animal rescue concern, and we learned so much about the animals, and he really enjoyed this. I was like, yes, because I was dying to see the animals. So that was really good, because when we went to Bali in the monkey park, he was like not really touching dogs.
Yeah, I was not with it in Bali.
Yeah, but those monkeys were pretty neat. The monkeys didn't even like you.
They didn't like me. But the monkeys in Zanzibar, one of the monkeys didn't like me. Damn, I wish you would have caught that.
I wish I would have caught it on camera, but I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
So all I look and I see, short story, I see a monkey go to Dembo. Straight up monkey went.
But
and I said, why is the monkey doing that?
The way she caught the monkey doing that, I already did to the monkey, so the monkey just did it right back to me. It was so crazy. I'm like, damn. Like, you want to fight?
I think he would have fought, and he would have definitely beat you up.
I know.
He would have
definitely. I don't know what I was trying to. I was trying to square up with a monkey.
Yes, don't square up with a monkey, because they will slap you so hard it's over.
Yeah.
And probably rip your ear off your face. But I think that was my favorite thing to do, and I think he agrees as a couple.
How do you think I agree?
You better agree. Next question: would you recommend Zanzibar for a solo traveler?
I think somebody could go there by themselves.
People. So that's a very intricate question, because it also depends on your level of traveling, like your level of traveling expertise as a solo traveler, right? If you're used to traveling solo, you might be able to do it. Are you a woman? Are you a male? That also can play a factor, right? Also, where you stay plays a factor.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How you book your excursion plays a factor. We have private excursions. I wouldn't recommend a private excursion there.
If you by yourself,
By yourself. No, I wouldn't recommend that.
That's for sure.
But if you are doing an excursion and you're by yourself, where you stay, and I'll talk a little bit about that later, but the part of the country you stay in, there are different parts of the countries, and they're all different from each other. So depending on the town you go, I don't think that the town we stayed in, which I think is Quinoa, would be good for a solo traveler unless you're staying on the resort and doing group tours. But I'm sure that there are other parts of Zanzibar that would be suitable for solo travelers. So I'm not going to say no, but I will say it requires research, and I do think that you shouldn't go by yourself to any excursions.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
Especially if you're a woman.
Yes, for sure.
So to end off this video, just want to give you 5 tips that I think we both agreed on.
Yes.
That it's useful for if you decide to travel to Zanzibar. First things first, bring cash. Bring lots of cash.
Yes.
Because you can only take about $160 out at a time in US dollars. And then
At the ATM.
At the ATM, and then they charge you $6. So don't do that. Bring a lot of US dollars, and then also have money on a credit card just in case you want to use your credit card. And when you get there, exchange your money. We exchanged our money in Stonetown because Stonetown had the cheapest rate to exchange. Also, Zanzibar is a small country, but it's not that small. You need to decide where you're going to stay. There's a place called Nunbui, and that's one of the places where a lot of people stay. I think they have more parties and things over there, and it's more lively. But do your research. We stayed in Quinoa. I can type that. There's also a place called Itinerary, and I'm probably saying all of these things wrong. But I will say, we stayed in Stonetown and Quinoa, right? Stonetown and Quinoa, as you can see from the videos, were very different, and they were almost an hour and 15 minutes apart from each other.
It was far. Yes, I remember.
Far. It takes about an hour to get almost everywhere we went in Zanzibar.
Yes.
Going. So imagine that's 2 hours just in travel time each day for an excursion. Depending on the excursions and the things you want to do, you need to stay in a place where it's not going to take you 2 hours, 3 hours. If you stay all the way south and all of your excursions are all the way north, that you're going to spend a lot of your time traveling, commuting. You don't want that. So definitely do your research about what you want to do and where you want to stay and how far that is for each other. It might even make sense to stay in one town for a few days, and depending if you have enough time, we stayed in Stonetown for 2 days and then we went to our hotel so that we didn't even have to go back to the Stonetown area after.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we did all our excursions in Stonetown, and then when we got to Malia, we did everything we had to do around there. You know what I mean? Yes.
So
it made a lot of sense.
Do your research.
Yes.
Third, book an all-inclusive stay. The food is great, but you don't want to be hustling for food, right? Zanzibar is developed, but it's not like Americanized. Like you would just go to the corner store, or I'm gonna just pick me up a sandwich on the road. It's not like that at all.
Or a restaurant down the road.
There's no restaurant down the road. A lot of the restaurants are by hotels, and what I've noticed is that a lot of them are part of the hotels. So definitely make sure that once you get to your hotel, you don't have to worry about going out to get food or paying money for food. I didn't have to spend no money on food really because the hotel had food and we ate most of our meals there, and all of our excursions had food included.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So when you wake up for breakfast and you're hungry, you're not going to the store. You're going to eat at that hotel. So make sure you stay at a hotel that has the food quality of what you are expecting as a person. I know everybody has different levels of what they expect for food. I'm a foodie, so I need good food. Make sure you stay somewhere where you can eat. Also, bring an insulated water bottle or a canteen. Zanzibar is really hot, and a lot of places off the resort do not have safe ice for us to use. Therefore, your water is going to be lukewarm. Like, it's just not cold, and it's too hot to have cool water. We want cold water. So if you bring an insulated cup, insulated canteen or water bottle, you can just pour some cold water in there, close it up, and have a sip throughout the day to keep yourself hydrated and cool. Yeah,
because like you would see the ice, it would look like it's cold, and then when you start drinking the water, you're like, wait, this is not cold. But yeah, so bring a canteen or insulated water bottle. Don't forget that. So we're gonna move on to number.
Negotiate. Let's listen. This is another country, right? Everybody is thriving and benefiting off your tourism. So you need to negotiate. Don't take the first price that people give you. I remember the resort was trying to charge us like $150 to go on excursion that I knew that the park that we were going to only cost $7 to get into. I was like, this math don't make sense, right? So that also goes to doing your research and trying to figure out, like, all right, I know it's this far, I know the entry is really this much, how much are they going to charge? And also shopping around to different companies, excursion companies, travel companies to get better prices and negotiate.
Yep, you gotta negotiate. Because they always gonna, I feel like they're always gonna give you the high price to see if you're gonna go for it. And then you're always gonna be like, wait, I don't think that's right. And then, you know what I mean? They always, eventually, always, you get the price that you want, I feel like, for the most part. You know what I mean? Or the price that makes sense. Yeah.
So those are our 5 tips for Zanzibar. I hope you enjoyed our video. I hope you watch our trilogy of all 3 Zanzibar vlogs. So I have a surprise for our subscribers. So if you're not subscribed and you're looking at me and you're looking at him, press the button and subscribe.
That's for
what
sure.
I am going to be doing, you may have heard me say the word itinerary 64 times by now. I've planned extensively for this trip. So I will be putting together an itinerary to send to you all, everyone who is subscribed to our channel.
Make sure you subscribe.
And comment on this video below with either their email or their Instagram name so I know where to send it to. And I'm going to be sharing our itinerary with also other hotel suggestions and other activities that we didn't get to. I think it's just a perfect guide for anyone interested and don't have time to do all of that research. I got you. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yes,
Stay tuned
sir.
for the next
Video.
video.
Yes, sir. Peace.